Now, if you look like this when you're reaching down to touch your toes, or you find yourself spending extensive amount of time sitting, then you are well aware that your hamstrings are not helping your hip or low back mobility. In this video, I wanted to show you 2 moves that are going to help unlock those stubborn hamstrings for good. Let's get started. So, regaining hamstring flexibility is not solely about static stretching. If you truly want to improve your hamstring length, you have to make sure you're addressing both static and dynamic hamstring flexibility movements. So this first exercise we're going to teach you is a static stretch, and the second move we're going to teach you is a dynamic stretch. So let's go ahead and get started. Now you're going to start off with just a standard chair, preferably with a chair that allows your hips to sit at the same level and height of your knees. If it's too low, your knees are going to be pretty much a little too high there. And if it's too high, you're going to be elevated. It's just going to be hard to do this. So preferably with the standard chair here. Now, if I was stretching my right side here, I'm going to prop that leg out in front of me. And one way that you can tell if you have tight hamstrings is when you prop that leg out in front of you, you already start to notice that it is hard to extend that knee there. So your knee will be slightly bent. So when you do this, we're going to keep that leg out in front of us. The other leg is going to be supporting us so we're not falling over. And I'm going to preferably try to bring my toes upward, not forcefully, but just kind of facing up towards the ceiling there. Now, the most important part of this movement is specifically sitting up nice and tall. And now we're starting to bend at the hip as we're leaning forward, okay? One of the common mistakes I see people make here is they tend to round their lower back and they just think that they're going to increase their hamstring flexibility by simply just reaching down and trying to touch their toes. So make sure that in order to really put those hamstrings on the fullest tension, we want to sit up nice and tall and we want to perform like a hip hinge. So we're reaching those hips back, really focusing on reaching down towards the leg. Also notice that my hands are on top of each other and you're sliding your hands down the thigh. Now you can work on this in 2 ways. You can simply work on just some nice movements, moving upward and downward with each repetition trying to go further and further, or you can simply hold that stretch for about 30 seconds trying to see if you can handle that tension. Now, if you've never done this before, or maybe you're someone who has suffered from sciatica in the past, that sciatic nerve behind your leg is going to be quite sensitive. So when you start to reach down, you might feel that zapping sensation right away. Ensure that you're not going past that. Work right up to that tightness or that tension and then back off of it. The intention behind this stretch is each repetition you're able to go further and further, okay? So the second move we're going to get into is more of a dynamic hamstring stretch, and this is going to be called an inchworm. So you can work on this exercise, especially if you're getting ready to exercise or perform any type of movement using this as like a warm-up, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to start by reaching down towards your toes, and you're going to walk your hands out slowly, and you're already going to start to feel a stretch through your calf and your hamstring area. Walking your hands out into a plank position, and then you're going to slowly walk your feet up towards your hands, trying to keep your knees straight at the same time, okay? Once again, you're going to basically reach down towards your toes, walk those hands out nice and slow, trying to keep those knees straight as possible, and then you're starting to walk those feet up towards your hands, ensuring that you try your best to keep those knees extended, feeling a nice good stretch through the calves and the hamstring area. Now, if you're dealing with tight hamstring, then more than likely you're also suffering from weak glutes. So check out my video here on the most effective glute exercises I like to use to build strong glutes. In the meantime, hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for stopping by to watch. Please like and subscribe to support my channel. And if there's a specific video you'd like for me to cover, please list it in the comments below. Thank you. Until next time.